Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's still what I say no matter what B says. Welcome back to another awesome Monday morning. It must be time for the SpecsRated podcast.
Woo!
And for those of y'all that do watch and not just listen, no, you are not seeing things. Am I saying that right, guys? I think.
No.
Something
You're
like
not
that.
hallucinating.
You're not hallucinating by the fact that we are not here because we are all indivisible right now.
Indivisible?
Indivisible, eh?
Yes.
Wow.
With liberty
Good
and
English
justice
spoke
for
around the
all.
corner.
Why do we let him do the intro?
I have no idea.
I don't know either. It just kind of was a thing. However, since it is our special Christmas episode and we are all wearing special Christmas attire, we felt it would only be fitting with a nice, awesome reveal of what we had. And
yeah.
since clearly I just won't shut the hell up, I will go ahead and be the first reveal. Are you ready? Are you ready for this?
Okay, let's see you.
Ta-da!
And it's Rev.
What?
So for
Okay.
today's awesome episode, I have my awesome kitty laser Christmas shirt
Heck yeah.
and my Santa hat. Yay! Look at Santa's mustache.
I
Yay!
have a feeling.
I have a headache with that thing.
I have a feeling Santa's mustache is gonna go crazy throughout this episode.
Right? Wait, what'd you say? Oh, look over there. Look. No, over there. And up next with our awesome reveal over here to this side of me, we have
Oh my goodness.
Miss B Golden.
Hello. I am wearing my matching ugly Christmas pajamas.
I wouldn't call that ugly.
I mean,
The fact that it's matching makes it just
Yeah, everything
so much
matching.
better.
wait, let's do the
Yes.
Look at that. Ta-da!
And what are on them, B? What are they?
They are cross-stitch pattern, like snowflakes and kitty cats. I don't know if you can see that.
Gotta be the cats.
But-
It's the kitty
and-
episode.
And the best part of all, it came with a matching scrunchie.
Well, there you go.
Yay!
Santa's mustache approves.
That hat is going to kill me.
And for our final, most awesome reveal, we have dun 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 Specs.
Hello?
It's the Holly Jolly Specs
It's-
elf.
All the way from
It's
the North
the
Pole.
full elf.
Oh god!
I had to. I had to. When I saw it, I had to.
Yay!
And my my parents don't know this yet, but I'm going to their Christmas
That's
morning
the
like
Christmas
this.
outfit this year.
Yep.
That is awesome.
Amazing.
I love it.
Yep.
I think I may live in these pajamas until Christmas.
I'm going everywhere with this.
Oh, you better. You better wear that to your work Zoom.
Right.
Exactly.
We'll be in on the work meeting. I'll be like, "Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome, Merry Christmas!"
Oh my goodness.
Can you please send me a Zoom invite? I'll turn my
Right.
camera off and stay muted. I
We use
just need to
Teams,
witness.
so you gotta download Teams and then just jump in.
Oh, I have that.
They'll be like, "Who the hell are these two random?" Don't worry about it. They're with me,
They're with me.
right here. Hey.
Oh
By
my
the-
God, that would be amazing.
By the end of this episode, your hat's not gonna work.
You're just gonna break
Yay!
it. Yay, broken hat.
Oh shit.
Oh. So let's just jump into the episode then, shall we?
I think we should.
So I
Definitely
think I'm
should.
gonna get us started this week with happy talk, and just talk about Specs' most favoriteest thing ever.
Borderlands 3.
No, he does
Which is
love
on
his
sale
Border-
right now for 75% off.
Specs, did you know Borderlands 3 is
God.
on sale for 75% off on Steam right
Why,
now?
yes,
You should
Rev, I did.
Get it. Yay!
Because of her.
Specs is gonna play Borderlands.
Specs is totally gonna yell at me as soon as we stop recording this.
No, but in actuality, we're going to jump over to Specs' other favorite topic, Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
I have 2 awesome things to tell you about Pokemon, Specs.
Good night.
Gotta catch 'em
First, if you want to catch them all, I'm going to need you to run over to Japan.
all. Did you say if you want to catch them all, he's got to go to Japan?
Yes, you're going to have to go over to Japan.
Well, see, that's why I don't play this game.
But there's for a special reason.
Okay.
You ready for
What is
this? Over in... Mom, I swear I'm not swearing. Fukushima,
God bless you.
Japan, they opened a park. A Pokemon-themed park.
Ooh.
Now, it is
Okay.
entitled Lucky Park is the name they got it. Of course, Chansey, one of the Pokemon, when translated into Japanese, like the spelling of the name or whatever is actually Lucky, not Chansey. So, a lot of people are thinking it's like Chansey Park, Chansey being the egg Pokemon, and it's Chansey itself, and I'm going to put the images up here. But Chansey is fully shown in this park. It's a giant climb inside Pokemon with a slide that goes down it. There's other little Pokemon that you can ride on. They got benches with like Pikachus on them. There's a giant Lickitung slide.
A what?
So there's a Pokemon by the name of Lickitung with this huge tongue that comes out. And what you do
I got nothing.
is you climb up the back of Lickitung and go inside it and then come down out its mouth and slide down the tongue.
No, I can't.
Because it's an enclosed, so you climb up through
I
Lickitung's
can't.
rear and then you slide down out its mouth, down the tongue.
No. It's so,
Warned us about this.
it's
Was I supposed to
so
tell you all
wrong.
ahead of
So
time?
wrong.
My bad. Yeah, so
Could you
the...
not have given us a little fair warning you were going to talk about this?
Oh
Well,
my
I was
god.
supposed to warn you that you have to climb up Lickitung's rear to slide out its mouth down its tongue? How else would you go on a Lickitung slide?
Done.
You'll be happy to know that there's talks of more of these parks popping up around Japan. And if it takes off, it could come here to the States. Could you imagine going to a park and climbing up a Lickitung's rear and sliding down its tongue? Like, how fun would that be?
I'm gonna climb a Lickitung.
Don't you want to ride that Lickitung? I mean, you just up and down and in and out.
Oh, I'm sorry, son. That's how you were born.
Oh my god.
That's how
They
you were
even have
conceived.
swings with different Pokemon on it, so if you get tired of riding the Lickitung, you can go ride the swings. I mean, Pokemon parks.
Oh my god.
Yay! Pokemon parks, Lickitung.
Jeez.
You could have warned us on this one, buddy.
I could have,
Right.
but I chose not to.
You chose not to on purpose.
I
you
did.
asshat.
You are welcome. Ass hat? No, Santa hat.
Oh my god. So when do these open up?
So they already have the one open
tongue
now
open?
over there. When does the tongue open? The tongue is ready to go. You just slide down it. So
Oh my god.
these parks are already open.
Oh,
He's got an extremely adorable Pikachu hanging on the bench. I'm just saying.
Oh, I bet.
But they are already open, so people can check them out over in Japan, obviously. But they're
So
like I
the states
said,
will adopt this what? Next year sometime probably?
probably, yeah. Kind of like all the Nintendo parks and everything that they're doing overseas and talking about bringing here and blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
nice.
You know, we always grab the stuff after, so.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then in 20 years, Canada will get it.
Yep.
Yep.
But it's okay. You can always just come ride our Lickitung.
No, you idiot.
Oh.
Again, I'm not going to say anything.
So, taking us away from Lickitung and more into just normal Pokemon, I do want to
Thank
talk
goodness.
about the new Pokemon game that's coming out.
Okay, what?
The
Please don't
new
tell me it's like
Pokemon
Legend of Lickitung.
Arceus. It does not involve, well, I mean, Lickitung is in the game, but you're not climbing up Lickitung's rear to slide down its front. Like, this is more
Okay,
just
what was the
normal
name of the game?
video game.
What was the name?
So it's the new Pokemon Legends Arceus. This game is dropping at the end of January, January 28th, and I'll put the video up here so people can actually see it. So I was actually mentioning this one to Specs the other day. As far as I knew, it was another Pokemon game. And then all the stuff I was seeing and hearing, it sounded like some mix of like Pokemon Snap with taking pictures, but an actual Pokemon game. I don't know. I wasn't too into the hype of it until I saw this video the other day and actually sat down to put the time in and read it. Now, mind you, yes, I played some of the Pokemon games. I enjoy them. My childhood dates back to the original Pokemon Red and Blue on the original Game Boy. And I had fun with all that. Kind of fell off of it for many years. And now I just dabble with it here and there. Unlike my kids who just freaking love all the Pokemon games and the cards and everything. So I saw this game. And honestly, legit be, this looks like the next gen of Pokemon games. So your standard Pokemon, you're walking around, you bump into a Pokemon, it goes into this cut screen, and it's like, battle emerges and whatever, and then you're inside an area and you throw a Pokemon ball down, the other guy does, you do your battle, the battle scene ends, and you go about your business. So I'm watching this video, and you're controlling whatever the character, the boy or the girl, and you're walking around, and all of a sudden, like, I see this dude, like, jumping and flipping and stuff. I'm like, okay, they actually got moves now. It's not just a walking
So it's not just
mechanic.
a cutscene anymore.
Well, not even that. So I'm just talking walking in general. Like, they were actually walking and jumping around instead of just walking with nothing else. It's those classic games with, no jump or nothing. So now to see them jump, I'm like, okay, something different is happening here. Then all of a sudden, I see one of the Pokemon, Geodude, one of the rock type, and he flies, like goes into this flying barrel attack thing, hitting the actual player of the game, not the player's Pokemon, like actually hitting him. And then the player's having to run away, and what they do is they actually turn, grab the Pokeball, throw it down on the ground, the Pokemon pops out, and it's instantly a battle between the two Pokemon. No cutscene, no nothing. I mean, it's like the next gen of Pokemon games. Like it's what you would expect from like a true Pokemon RPG battle type game setup. You're out there, you're walking, Pokemon attacks you. Oh shit, like I'm getting attacked. Let me throw my guy out there. Boom, they're battling, they're done, you're moving on. Like,
nice.
Pretty
huge
cool.
step forward.
That sounds amazing.
Right?
So I'll be honest with you guys, that might get me to play that game.
Whoa,
because
wait,
I
what?
don't like cutscenes in games. I hate that. If it's fully immersive, I might get into that with you guys. I'll be playing with you guys. I'm not playing by myself. Let me put that out there right now.
You heard it here first. Specs not play with
So you
us.
never liked any of the old school, like
Never got into it.
classic Final Fantasy VII. You're out walking, it's a
I can't
random
do it.
battle, and then it takes you to the battle scene, and then
Nope.
you do the battle, and then the battle wraps up, and then it goes back to the game. So you hated that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Wow,
I
I can
cannot do
see
it.
why you always hated Pokemon, because that's all Pokemon ever
That's
was.
all Pokemon is.
Exactly.
Pokemon Go is not that.
It's not.
Yeah, and I'm not putting it on my phone.
Well, it
so.
kind of is, because it jumps.
Well, it is, because I've watched people
It
like
is.
Steph play it.
I mean, you can
But-
go into battles, but you can just walk around and collect Pokemon too.
Yeah, you just click on the Pokemon, you throw a ball at it, you collect it. It has
Yeah, I
Lickitung.
know.
You can get Lickitung.
Don't, Rev.
Excuse me. I need to see if there happens to be a Lickitung around me.
Wow.
Coincidentally enough, the original Pokemon cartoon that was released followed Ash Ketchum, not to be confused with Ashy Ketchup. and his quest to be the best and collect all the Pokemon, and he was being
That's
chased
such a
around
law.
by
Sorry.
Team Rocket.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember their damn names. It's been that long. It was like, I don't know, whatever. It was the chick and the dude. And they had a talking Meowth that followed around with them. And the chick and the dude both had one specific Pokemon that they had with them that was like their Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
The chick had a Lickitung.
I can't.
And the dude
I can't.
had a Victreebel.
The hell's that?
I'm going to send you a picture of that. Actually, you know what?
All
Look
I can
that up
say
right
is-
now. Just look it up right now. I'm putting the picture up here for everyone else to see. But yeah. You know that
All I
whole
can say
theory
is,
about
do you
how...
blame her?
You know what?
Do you blame her?
No. The whole thing about how kids stuff aren't really
You're gonna
made
get us
for
canceled.
kills. Aren't made for kills. How kids stuff aren't really made for kids.
Oh my
I
god.
swear I'm not
Where
drunk.
This is
Straight edge, no drinking. This
Have
is
you been
sober.
drinking too much eggnog, Rev?
Yeah, I don't even drink eggnog. The kid drinks that stuff.
This is our Christmas episode. Where did this episode go?
Oh my god.
I don't even know.
Oh my goodness.
Can we be done with
gracious.
Pokemon? I'm pretty sure everything I've said about Pokemon was wrong today. Yay, Pokemon!
Nice.
Wow.
Hey, look at that. I have a friend request in Pokemon.
Ain't nobody got time for you to be requesting friends.
But they want to be my friend. That never happens.
Anyways, so yes, the new Pokemon game looks awesome. The Pokemon Park is really weird, climbing up Lickitun's rear just to slide down his tongue.
You had to
And
mention it again.
and the cartoon was messed up with their Pokemon. On that note, I'm going to pass it over to Specs because I think I've said clearly too much Pokemon stuff already. Specs, take it away.
Yes, please.
Take what away?
For the love of everything holy, take the mic
Jesse
away
and
from
James,
Rev.
that were their names. Jesse and James.
Oh, see? Didn't take you long to figure that out. All right. Does everyone remember Tom Clancy's games?
Yes.
Yes,
I've never played
the
them.
Rainbow Six and Splinter Cell guy.
Exactly.
Yes.
The Rainbow Games.
The Rainbow Games. Yeah, the Rainbow Games.
That's what
What-
I know.
They were one of the first-person shooters I started playing a long time ago.
Good games.
And Ubisoft has just announced that Splinter Cell is getting a remake.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Really?
So, really. They're building it from the ground up again. This remake. All new engines, all new sounds. And I haven't figured out if it's going to be multiplayer or not. I think the first one was, wasn't it?
I don't know. I've never played.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't now. It's been too long.
Yeah. Anyways, people are ecstatic about this because Splinter Cell was top-notch game when it first came out. Tom Clancy's games are always amazing. Ubisoft doing this. Oh, Ubisoft also did Ghost Recon. So
That's the game I was thinking of, Ghost Recon.
yeah. So we're gonna get a whole new Splinter Cell. But the kick is it's supposed to be VR.
VR.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
Yay! Santa's mustache likes that.
So it's a remake of Splinter Cell, but it's going to be VR apparently. Meaning we're going to see a lot of people running into walls, falling and crashing into
Oh.
TVs, because that game gets intense.
Yes, dude, that, wow.
Can you imagine it? Can you
That
see it
sounds so
now?
purple.
Yes, I can, and I want it, yes.
It's going to be like,
I'm gonna break everything around here trying to... I got
Yeah,
this!
you-
Oh,
you're going to have to make a lot of room to play this game,
oh,
especially
yeah.
in VR. The graphics look amazing, but they only show very little of
Okay, I'm
it.
putting my phone down now. Sorry, guys.
You're on your phone?
I was. Rev is too. He keeps looking down.
Wow.
I was totally not looking up the bad thing that I was telling you about so I could show you.
Oh, okay. Anyways, this is supposed to come out sometime next year in the
Okay.
new year.
Have they said early, late?
They said, excuse me, early 2022.
Okay, nice.
But with COVID and everything, I bet you this is going to be pushed back just like a lot of other games.
Like we talked about on last week's episode, I think we're really starting to get past that point. I think a lot of studios have started figuring out enough ways around it where it's not holding us back too much anymore.
It's true.
So-
That's true.
So I don't see nearly as many delays in our future. I can see games taking longer to create. So like timelines, it's like, hey, we're starting today, and instead of being done here, we're going to be done here. But
True.
I don't necessarily see as many delays.
I see this game as Splinter Cell spin-offs, as you could call them, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I think if this takes off, you're going to see a lot more Tom Clancy, Splinter Cell, Ghost Recon type VR games.
That'd be awesome.
Because these games are like almost like the real thing when you're in it. Even just playing it with the controller, I was like, whoa.
Right.
Yeah, I'm excited to see this.
Hell yeah, me too.
I just hope it's not just on the Oculus.
Looks like you might have to bite the bullet there, buddy.
No,
We gotta get one.
not yet.
Telling you.
Still too early for that.
Kid's got an Oculus. He loves it.
Santa, hey Santa, you're listening to this, right?
Always hitting up
Santa,
Santa. Last
yay!
week you were GPU.
Yep. All right, that's all I have for that part.
Okay.
B, take it away.
What do you got, B? Hit us with your best shot.
Oh, not that hard.
You knocked his
Wow.
camera out of focus.
Knocked his
Damn.
camera out.
You need to calm down, B.
He told me to take my best shot.
Damn it, B.
Anyways, one thing that I saw was, do you guys remember, I don't know, earlier this year when Steam announced the handheld Steam Deck
Yes.
coming
Okay,
out?
two things.
Yes.
One, I barely remember yesterday. Two, yeah, I do remember that. I actually put out a pre-order on it. In my
Okay.
defense, it was just a little $5 pre-order to reserve a spot. So I didn't drop money on this thing, but
For a $600 item, by the way.
don't nobody need to know that. It's not like I'm actually gonna buy it.
You want to sell your place in line when it does come out?
I don't do those kind of things. However, if anyone does want the top-rated Steam Deck, just let me know.
Which production shortages and shipping delays that whatchamacallit, Valve is optimistic that the Steam Deck won't need another delay past its intended launch, which is now in February.
Okay.
It was supposed to be the end of this year, and
Yeah.
now it's coming to the beginning of next year. But they feel, from what I can read in this article on PC Gamer, they feel very confident that no more delays. It will be out in
Okay.
February. So
They probably secured a bunch of microchips and stuff.
Yeah.
probably. So yeah, it was just a quick little thing, but
I'm
figured
still.
I'm on the fence about that.
When
I
they
think
first
it would
said
be
it-
super awesome. I want one, but it's a lot.
Okay,
of money.
here's the thing. I did a thing today. Okay,
You always do things.
I went into my Steam account and I saw how much money I spent this year alone.
Oh,
on
don't
games.
do that. No,
Don't
no,
ever
never do that.
Why? No.
Oh, I know. I almost
no.
broke this chair. But anyways, if I got a Steam handheld, I
Yeah.
think I would be in a lot more trouble than I already am.
But see, it would actually benefit you because, all three of us have how many games in our Steam? I don't even want to see my total for how much
I've got
I
more
spent.
than 3 in mine.
Yeah, you have a lot more than 3.
Did I
Um,
say it was? I said more than 3. We can leave it at that.
okay.
1,000 can be more than
Anyways,
3.
there's a lot of times where in the evening when we work all day, we don't feel like sitting at the computer. But if you have the handheld, you can now play these games that we've all spent money on and sitting on the couch. So, I mean, you could feasibly play your Steam games more.
I don't know how.
Here's my
I think
thing, all right? I love my PC. I love my Steam. I'm actually growing real fond of Epic games as well, doing more
Yes,
with
we need to
that.
talk about that.
Um, I'm a Nintendo guy. Anyone who knows
Yep.
me knows I am Nintendo. Like, inside
Yeah,
it out, it's just...
we kind of gathered that.
I'm just
Exactly.
saying, I play the Switch a lot when I go upstairs and lay down in bed also, but I'm just
Handheld
saying that if you're
mode...
spending the kind of money that Specs has spent in Steam,
I know, but B, hear me out, hear me out.
okay.
I'm completely agreeing with you. Handheld
Well, what?
mode, right? Someone recording this. Oh, damn, I forgot to record this week's episode.
The tornado out my window.
Handheld mode on the Switch is a godsend, all right?
Mm-hmm.
I will
Yes.
lay right the hell there in the bed. Freaking Pokemon or Dying Light. And like we've talked about with Nintendo, they've brought so many awesome games onto it. You know,
Yeah.
so I've got a much wider variety than we used to have with, like the Wii U and stuff like that. So it's like I have these amazing games that I don't have to be hooked up to a TV for. I love that. That is and was the number one selling point to me when I first got the Switch and when I got the
True.
OLED and the Switch Lite. Like, I'm like, Nintendo, take my damn money. Y'all are freaking geniuses. This is the greatest thing to combine a handheld system with a full-blown TV, standard console. So when Steam said they were doing this, I said, Steam, shut up and take my money. This is the greatest idea y'all have ever had. And then I started looking into it more. And this is the part where I disagree with you, B. So, yes, I agree with the fact of Specs would spend a lot more time playing his Steam games if he could play them out on the go, wherever, blah, blah, blah. My biggest fault with this and why I'm veering away from an actual Steam Deck is the fact of, and number one and first and foremost, is the sheer battery life on this thing. With all the power it's going to
die
take
so quick
to run, as of anything I've read and looked into, we're looking at like a 2-hour battery life on that. That's what the initial reports were all saying. So if you're playing a full game that's running its full power and capacity and everything, 2 hours it's dead and gone.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, the Switch isn't fantastic, but I can go hours upon hours before the battery dies. And yes, obviously it is a handheld, it is gonna die. But then again, I can also just plug it in and continue. Now, Steam does have, things like that as well, which you can save it and then reload it on the PC. But it's not as simple as Nintendo. I mean, with the Switch, oh no, my battery's dying. I dock it into the system, and that exact moment is now up here on the TV. I'm not having to save and reload back into where I was or nothing like that.
Or
And
you
it's
just
these...
plug it in and play.
What?
I said, or you just plug it in and play.
And I could
while
do
it's
that. I've done
charging.
that too as well. But I mean, sometimes I'm just like, screw it. I'll put it on the big TV anyways and charge it that way. Either way, yes. Or I could plug it in. But that is my big kicker with it. Like, I think Steam had a genius idea. I just don't think all the components are in play to make it worth this $400, $500, $600 thing.
I think it was a rushed item
Yes.
to try and compete with Nintendo.
Yes. Because I know other companies were out there attempting to do the same. Alienware was trying to put out, and I haven't looked into that recently. It's been a couple years now, I think. But they were trying to put out their own like handheld laptop system to compete along with. Because let's face it, Nintendo is rather just genius in
They're the kings
ways
of
that
portable
they do.
gaming.
Yes. They have been. They're the only system to this day that has not faltered and fallen behind like all the Sega ones. PlayStation tried putting one out, it fell. Sega ran a good, strong game against Nintendo, and then Sega just completely went under, and handhelds are no more. And the only comparison to handheld gaming, or the only competition Nintendo has, is mobile. So what does Nintendo do? Starts making mobile games. I mean... You don't beat Nintendo. You just try to compete alongside them for a little while, or as long as you can. And if you're good enough, they'll put their games on your stuff.
Right. Can I just say, I miss my Game Gear. That thing was awesome.
You mean with its 12 AA batteries?
Yes. I don't care. That thing was awesome.
All right. And that thing had better... freaking battery power than the Steam Deck. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I just loved it that, my brother got a Game Boy for Christmas, the original, we all know the original gray Game Boy. And then, however many years later it was that the Game Gear came out, I got that. And I was like, oh, you have fun with that. Psh, I can play mine in the car and see the screen without having to wait for the
I could play mine in the car.
If you had the little light attachment.
So I took my Game Boy, and I had this attachment that was like this big, and I slid it on top, and it had these speakers that came out for surround sound, and this magnifying lens that popped out to here with a light thing up behind it. And then it had this additional battery, dude. By the time you were done, the Game Boy was like this.
Exactly. Took up the whole backseat.
My other concern with this Steam Deck is the heat that it would produce playing AAA games.
Yeah.
The graphics alone, like a GPU runs hot, guys.
Yep.
I just I can't. I think they're going to have issues with that.
So
I think they're going to have a lot of trouble with that.
There's a reason Nintendo tones its stuff down.
Yeah, exactly.
Do the games look as good in handheld mode? No. But Nintendo knows what they're doing. That thing only gets slightly warm, It's not hot enough to burn you.
Exactly.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
So, I wish them all the best. We'll see how it goes, but I will not be getting one of those.
Now, if anyone does want a reserved spot, again, let me know.
Send some Bitcoin to Rev. He's ready for it.
And that was another thing. Steam has yet to disclose how many other people other than Rev placed the pre-order to reserve their spot. They are keeping that number under wraps.
Yeah. Well, I know however many places they supposedly had, they ran out of. It wasn't very long until,
Right.
No, it was a couple of days.
So, yeah.
And just another side note, it will only be available on Steam. It will not be available in any stores
or eBay. Yay!
There you go, Rev. You can put your placement on eBay.
Right?
Top bidder gets it.
Yep.
He would never do that.
No, I would never. No way. Yay, eBay! Oh.
All right. So, yeah, that's what I got. Now, so back to you, Rev.
So, speaking of eBay, I want to talk about Netflix. What does Netflix have to do with eBay? Tune in next week to find out.
Okay.
What?
So anyways, back to reality. I swear.
Back to reality.
We are all straight edge. None of us drink.
Sober. So sober.
None of us drink.
Yay!
I drink Dr. Pepper.
No, but seriously though, no, nothing to do with eBay, but I do want to talk about Netflix. So Netflix has some great stuff that they put out. They have some not so great stuff.
Stranger Things. Woo!
Yes. Stranger Things, obviously one of the great things. The Witcher. Awesome
Haven't seen
TV
that yet.
series. I started watching it, still got to finish. Season 2 actually already dropped or is about to drop. I don't know. I get so
Ran
confused
away?
with all this stuff. Season 2 went that way. I don't know. Something like that. But Netflix has their hands in a lot of different things out there.
Yes, they do.
Mm-hmm.
There's some other things that they have their hands in right now. One of which that they recently picked up was something that they had started talking about back in 2015. And then it
That was a
kind of
long
fell
time
under
ago.
wraps. And then it started coming back in 2018 when Capcom officially said they were on board with it. And then it kind of fell under again. And now it's resurfacing. Especially with all the Sonic fame for what's going on. Mega Man.
Mega Man.
Netflix is talking about a live action Mega Man film now.
Nice.
Okay.
So as with most of the things out there, I don't know what to expect anymore. All right, so Cowboy Bebop. It was an awesome anime. I actually enjoyed that one. I know it has a huge following out there. And then for weeks, they were promoting this new live action Cowboy Bebop TV series. And they were announcing the cast. They were showing the shot for shot remake, or they were showing clips of like the shot for shot of the remake and how they were going to do it and how it was going to stay true to the actual anime and blah, blah, blah. And it's already been canceled after the first season.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, it is so hard with things nowadays. They either fly or they flop. There just doesn't seem to be a middle road anymore. So when it comes to things like this, and now mind you, I don't have too much information on the whole Mega Man aspect. It is something I will be following. I have always been a Mega Man fan. Nintendo. But
Get it, okay? If you say Nintendo
Mega
one more time, we're
Man!
gonna get sued.
we'll just call it Nin.
Okay.
Nin. Nine
I've always
Inch
been
Nails.
a Nin fan. 9-Inch Nails. Speaking of which, but yeah, so that is something, and like I said, this is something that's been going on since 2015 that they're trying to bring to light. Capcom has stated years ago that they're on board with it. So, like I said, I don't have too much information on it yet, but it is something that they're working towards. But I do have information on something else that I would like to share.
What's that?
And I will tell you Wednesday.
What about Thursday?
No, Wednesday.
Okay, well, what about Wednesday?
But our recording
Today's
comes out Monday.
Yes, people are listening to this on Monday, so I can tell them Wednesday.
But what are you gonna tell them on Wednesday?
I can tell them anything on Wednesday. I'm going to tell them on Monday.
About what?
My head
Wednesday.
hurts.
I'm done. Can I go take
My head
another
hurts.
Motrin? Okay, continue. What?
Okay. Wednesday Addams from the
Ooh, what
Addams
about her?
family.
Okay.
My alter ego.
Yes.
She's actually my picture or no, someone said that she should be my picture for my work Google calls
Really?
Nice.
when I don't have my camera.
Oh,
It
that's
should be
awesome.
Wednesday. She's my alter ego. I love her.
Well,
But
then,
anyway, what about her?
B, you are going to be happy to hear this. Netflix is going to have a 8-part television series based on Wednesday Addams, with the music to be done by Danny Elfman,
Does that mean that it's a Tim Burton thing?
and it
'Cause
is
Danny
directed by
Elfman and
Tim Burton.
Danny Elfman and Tim Burton go hand in hand.
And they are with this because Tim Burton is directing the Wednesday TV series that Netflix is running. A little 8-part series.
That could be epic.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
No release date yet. They're thinking it could come out next year, possibly Halloween time.
Which would make sense.
So
Someone's doing the happy dance over there.
Now that I'm grown up, maybe I should go more towards like Morticia instead of Wednesday, but I'm Wednesday as an adult.
It is what it
We'll
is.
go with that. I'm not a Morticia. I'm a Wednesday.
You do look like a Wednesday.
I do.
Not quite a Thursday. So do you know
No.
you?
Do I know me?
No, you.
No, I don't know you.
Don't start this, guys.
Do
Please.
you know you, Specs?
I know the show, yes.
Okay, I've never actually seen it.
I've heard of the show. Meaning
Jenny
I've read
Ortega
stuff
is an
on
actress
Facebook.
from that show, and she will be playing Wednesday Addams in this.
Oh, that's a good fit.
And then Gomez will be played by Luis Guzman. And Morticia...
Oh, she is a good fit for that.
Morticia will be played by none other than Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Nice.
Should have been me.
Oh, did you audition?
No, I didn't get the memo.
No, you didn't.
My
You didn't go check
agent.
that out. How many times
That
do I
should-
have to say, "Damn it, B"?
That should be good.
That should be really good. I'm 100% on board with that.
But no release date yet.
No, nothing yet for it. It has been ordered. So it is actually going to follow Wednesday around. What was it? I was just reading about it. So it's going to have a supernatural aspect to it, with her coming into her supernatural powers, like telepathic type setup, while following her around the school and her friends plus her enemies and everything she's having to endure, along with curses and stuff that were brought forth by her parents 20 years ago.
Nice.
Yes.
Very
Whole
cool.
shebang.
Yes. So like I
Nice.
said, this is it's gonna be an 8-part series. I'm guessing it's gonna be along the lines of, like, what was it, like the Riverdale that they did, and then
Yeah.
what was the
Wasn't
other
Riverdale
one?
like the Archie?
Yeah, the Riverdale was the Archie's
Jughead?
one. There was another one that they did. Was it freaking Sabrina or something? Or was that the one we thought they were gonna do, but they didn't
We
do?
thought they were gonna do, but
But what was
Melissa
the other
Joan
one that they
Hart
did
killed
do?
it. They've done so many.
Whatever. Either way, so
knows?
this is the one we're looking at now. So Netflix is they're grabbing things. We got Wednesday Addams coming. They're looking at, stuff with Mega Man. There's one other thing I want to bring up, and it's something that they had their hands on, and Fox was working on it, and then they dropped it, and it was gone. And it is one of the greatest movies of all times, and it is The Goonies, because they never say die.
Please never say die. Love the Goonies.
So I don't know if y'all saw it. Netflix had put out a movie by the name of Ohana. I believe it was Ohana. And it's,
Doesn't Ohana mean family?
yay, Ohana means family.
You're gonna break that hat.
Things you learn when you watch Lilo and Stitch.
Oh, so it was called Finding Ohana is what it was. And it was about
Okay.
this family that moves back to Hawaii, where their heritage is. It's a single mom with her 2 kids. They move back because, grandpa there is getting elderly and having problems. And the kids stumble across an old journal of grandpa's and hidden Aztec treasure and gold. It's basically the Goonies. It's like a new Goonies for a new generation type thing.
Great.
I watched it, obviously, because I like the Goonies. And I thought it was a cute little, family movie and a great watch with the kids and everything like that. But it's definitely not the Goonies. And Fox was working on something, and Netflix was supposed to do this, like, Goonies remake thing, blah, blah, blah. And then, like, it got dropped, and they were done with it, and it wasn't going to happen. I was like, what the hell? Like, this thing has been going on for a while, and it's pissing me off because I want more Goonies. So I finally have more information on this. The happy news?
Okay.
Go freaking figure. Hey, Disney picked it up.
Of course.
Ooh, of course they did.
So it's gonna
Good job,
be
Disney.
Freaking love Disney. So it's going to be a TV series set in New York. It's going to be about a woman that returns back to her hometown to work as a substitute teacher. And she ends up helping these 3 students who are pursuing their filmmaking career or their filmmaking dreams by putting on an impossibly ambitious shot-for-shot remake of their favorite movie, The Goonies.
Nice.
So the kind of premise of the whole, remake, setup, whatever, is of this woman as, substitute kind of helping these people remake The Goonies in their, little film school or whatever.
It's pretty cool.
Dude, it sounds fun.
I'm trying to think back many moons ago when I watched that show.
Have you not watched it since the original time you watched it?
Can we just be
Specs?
happy about
Nope.
the fact that he's seen it?
That's true. Okay. I stand corrected.
Specs saw a movie! Yay!
Yay!
Everyone cheer! Woohoo!
Yay!
Oh my goodness. Okay, what were you trying to think back to?
He's trying to remember the movie itself.
I was just trying to remember the whole movie and everything.
remember.
Kids
Swamp.
live at home. People are
Yeah.
trying to buy everyone out so they can tear
Yeah.
everything down. The Fratellis are the bad guys. Kids go searching for One Eye Willie's gold, and they end up stumbling across it. And it's got like all the. I have the pops over there. Like it's freaking awesome.
So
I have the board game
okay.
over there. I mean,
So my question: are any of the original Goonies gonna be?
not
cameos
from
or
anything
anything?
I've seen and heard yet about any pop-up cameos or anything. I don't know. And again, kind of like the Mega Man. I mean, I have a little more information for this than I do the Mega Man, but it's still kind of in the early talks. There's no word. It's the original ordered pilot was supposed to be in February of last year, but like Fox and everything just weren't getting too behind it. Everything kind of fell through the cracks. So I don't really know how far along they are on this yet or how soon we can
Okay.
expect a release. But I mean, for lack of
'Cause,
a
I
better
mean-
way to say it, once Big Daddy Disney gets in there and starts throwing money around,
Yeah.
I mean, it can be done tomorrow. I mean,
Yeah.
when you got Disney bucks,
That's very true.
just saying,
So true.
like, yes. It's like Nintendo bucks around there. There's certain names in the game. Most studios out there, freaking name any of your big movie companies, Fox, Miramax, Paramount, like they got money, yes. But when you're talking like the big dog money, like some of these other people got, it's just crazy how much they can get done in the amount of time if that's what they want,
Yeah.
So
Okay, because I'm just throwing this out there. I mean, what's his name? Sean Astin, who played Mikey
yeah.
in the Goonies. I mean, he was on Stranger Things, which is also a net. Well, this is Disney. Never
Yeah,
mind.
it
I
was
gonna
going to go
say, which is also
Netflix, but now it's
Netflix.
not. But it's
Okay.
it's Big Daddy
But still.
Disney money. If they want him, they'll get him.
And please, for the love of God, bring Corey Feldman back. Sorry, first crush ever since I was 5 years old. Love me some Corey Feldman.
You would be drooling over mouth. And I'm not even
Oh.
talking about Lickitung.
Jesus, Rimini. I quit.
Now, every
done.
time you watch Goonies and see
he
mouth,
has
you're going to
left
think of Lickitung.
Oh
He
my
has left the
god.
building.
You're welcome. Yay!
I hate you with a passion, Rev.
Oh, I hate you with a passion of 1,000 suns.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Oh. So yes,
Nice.
that's at least the premise that they have of what'll be set up and how it'll go and everything. So, another thing on the little checkmark list to keep our eyes out for, or ears, or whatever.
Or mustaches.
Okay.
Mustaches. I mustache you when it's coming out.
Okay,
Oh.
Oh
throw
my
it
God.
back to Specs.
All right, Specs. Give us something else. What do you got?
So you guys remember this whole fiasco with Streamlabs, OBS, and OBS Studio?
The one you were talking about a couple weeks ago when like they got screwed up with their
they
name
said,
and everything.
Use our stuff and
Don't use our stuff,
anyway.
and they did it anyways.
Yes.
They threatened to sue and all this good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, obviously OBS knows what they're doing because another company has basically stolen their platform again.
Oh my Lanta. Who?
Oh, the up and coming TikTok.
Whoa, nice.
So,
Wow.
TikTok
Didn't see that coming.
TikTok is accused of stealing from the competitor for their new live streaming app that just came out. It's called TikTok Live Studio.
Oh, they didn't go with TikTok BS?
Nope, that would have been amazing.
Come on, man.
Or TikTok OBS.
TikTok, look at that BS.
Anyways, TikTok Live Studio is another streaming platform that just opened up for streamers to stream from computers and tablets and stuff like that without using your phone.
Mm-hmm.
It has been apparent that TikTok stole pretty much everything that OBS has already made.
Oh, wow.
So once again, we are back to another backlash. These guys, well, OBS actually came out and said, look, we are willing to help you guys out as long as you pay for proprietary, things that we've already made, which I think is fair. I mean, you can't really stop people from doing what OBS has already done, but you can stop them from stealing their brand.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to read you guys something here. OBS business developer Ben Torrell gave some clarity on the situation and said, we have commitment to dealing with GPL violations in good faith. And in this case, by TikTok and ByteDance, we would be happy to have a friendly working relationship with them as long as they comply with our license. To me, that sounds a little threatening.
Right?
Interesting.
We'll gladly work with you.
But you're going to comply.
However, you are going to do what we say when we say and say, thank you, sir. May I have some more?
Exactly.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
The OBS rep did clarify that TikTok is in violation of their licensing policy. There's no denying it. You can't deny it because it's exactly the same thing as what Streamlabs tried to do.
Why is it when I download the TikTok BS, all my OBS stuff opens up in it? That's so odd.
It's crazy that, Streamlabs just went through this and TikTok was like, hey, maybe we should try it too.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, I think we should get some SpecsRated BS and start our own platform.
This whole podcast is SpecsRated BS.
BS! Yay!
So I don't know if they're going to be shutting it down like right away, because a lot of people have downloaded this app to start live streaming because people use TikTok for everything now.
Yes, they do.
So here's the thing. A lot of the TikTok people are not streamers.
They're just content creators.
Let me re-say that. Maybe it's not even a lot. My numbers could be way off, but whatever. There's at least a certain amount, a handful, extra large handful, whatever. But there are people on there that are not content or are not streamers or content creators, like you said, Specs. So yes. A lot of them have never messed with, any form of, open broadcast studios of anything, be it through OBS,
overlays, anything.
Yeah, like they get out there, they got their thing, they make their content, and they move on. So this is a whole new world for them. So I can see why TikTok wants to do it and kind of lead them towards that, because I'm sure there's some of them that are going, how the hell do they do that kind of stuff? How are they, having those overlays, with transitions, how are they, the pop-ups, like all this different stuff, how do they do that? So I'm sure some people have looked into it, so I can see why they wanted to do it, But when it boils down to it, I mean, OBS is just
They're the king.
they are like everything that they have is just what it is all derived from and what everyone is trying to get to. So I know imitation is the serious form of flattery. So they
Not
should
in
at
this
least
case.
feel happy about that. But
And there's
yeah,
a
no,
lot
everyone's
of
ripping them
imitation
off,
going
man.
on.
Yeah.
So now I'm just trying to figure out what's the next company to try and rip off OBS. Rev? Oh,
Is it not us? I thought. Oh, okay.
Not
Never
us.
mind. Never mind.
We'll
Yeah,
discuss
we're
it after
good.
we
Yeah.
record.
We're good. So that's what I have from the latest talk of OBS issues.
B, what else you got for us?
Oh, I don't know if anybody else played a lot of Scrabble when they were growing up.
Is
That's
that
some.
the game where you sunk my battleship?
No, that would be Battleship.
Oh.
Scrabble.
Oh, is that the one where you have to connect 4?
No, that would be Connect 4, you asshat.
Oh,
Would you
okay.
let me take it?
Sorry, my bad. Oh, is it the one where you had to say sorry?
No, that would be Sorry.
Oh, damn, you think I would get these right.
You would think.
Right?
Anyways,
I got them all wrong!
Anyways, so Scrabble is a board game, and you get little tiles with letters on them, and you create words like a crossword, and you count up points, and there's double word score, triple word score. Well, there is a game available on Steam for free that I think we all need to download and play.
Okay.
That is called Babble Royale. Babble Royale. And it's a battle royale Scrabble game. And just like any other battle royale game, there's 16 players, and you airdrop onto the board. Everybody has a letter A, and you just find a good spot to lay down your letter A. Right, everybody's the Fonz now. A.
Hey.
So you find a good spot to begin, and then once you're on the ground, your little letter rack starts filling up with random letters, and you start making words, just like in Scrabble. So you build a word, build another word off of that, and then if another player connects to you, you kill them. So it's a battle royale game with building words.
How do you know
I've already
who
downloaded it.
kills
Let's
who?
do this.
We'll do this live on stream.
How do you know who kills who, though?
I haven't.
Don't know. We're
quite-
gonna figure this out.
Right.
Okay.
There's some game mechanics that I'm not sure of, just because I've only read an article. But on top of all of that, the board is also shrinking due to the hot zone closing in. So as well as trying to kill other players, you're trying to build words in the right direction to keep you in the portion of the board that's still available.
That's awesome.
So in other words, this game's gonna show you how dumb you are.
Yes.
So I could never play Scrabble
Why?
because they told me exactly what you said. You take all these letters, you create these words, and you score points.
They have to be legit.
They have to be legit words.
You told me to create words. You never said they had to be actual words.
Wow.
They said create
Legit
words using these letters. I said, okay, friximinum. That's a freaking word right there. Acceptable. I had the only word with like 20 vowels, but no, it's not a word.
Well, no is a word.
What?
Yeah, see, I got you.
Oh,
What?
wow.
What'd you
No
say?
word.
You cannot make up
Anyway.
Canadian things.
Anyways, I'm just gonna pretend like they're not talking. So yeah, I've been playing stupid mustache. I've been playing Scrabble since I was very young because my grandma always wanted a Scrabble partner. So she taught my cousins and I all how to play Scrabble at very young ages. Okay, stop that. Is really distracting.
Stop! I'm done.
So
Pay attention to her.
I'm all on board for some Babble Royale, and
Bring it down some Battle Royale.
I'm downloaded. It's done.
He's already
have to-
ready.
Bring it
they
on.
They have to be legit words, Rev. But on a side note, my grandma would get really mad because she had a Scrabble dictionary, and every time it was my turn, I would spend like an hour going through that Scrabble dictionary trying to find a word to use all my letters. And she used to yell at me that I was taking too long, and I was
You're
like,
allowed to look up
"Lady."
words?
Well, it
Oh, you
depends
are
on
when
who
you're a kid.
playing with.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But I was like, "Lady, you have a much larger vocabulary than I do. Let me cheat." Because you need a dictionary in case you challenge someone else's word.
This I knew, yes. That's why I was
Yeah.
asking.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, you can look it up, but yeah, kids, I mean, yeah, makes more sense.
Yeah. So my grandma didn't, but besides, half the time when I was looking up words, she would like zone out and take a little nap sitting in her chair. So it was fine. And then she would wake up and think that it was
Was
her
it my
turn
turn? My
again
turn? Okay.
and start to play, and I'd be like, "No, it's still my turn." Anyways, enough that story time with B. But yes, Battle Royale, we're all gonna play it. Woohoo!
Oh,
I'm down.
nice.
Downloading.
Well-
That's already done.
I got one more story for us for this week.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
It's just a little thing to kind of talk about here. And it goes along with, and I know B's going to be on board with this, because it actually goes along with our whole Addams family that we were talking about. I'm going to
Okay,
jump
I'm
into
totally on board with
another kooky, crazy family.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know.
The
I know.
freaking Munsters.
Yes.
Growing up, there was the Addams family, and there was the Munsters.
Yes.
They both scared me.
They were both awesome.
You wuss.
So
I was scared of them when I was growing up.
why?
My 7-year-old is upstairs watching the
I know.
Munsters right now.
But you know what? They scared me.
Most of my childhood, I was called Eddie Munster.
I can see the resemblance.
My hair did the whole like Eddie Munster afro thing, and I would always like slick it back because I didn't know what else to do as a kid. And it was before I got older and like I actually grew my hair long, but when I was younger and I still had hair, and it was just the freaking so they always
I've seen Young Rev pictures.
Yes.
And yeah, Eddie Munster.
much
I
of
see
my
it.
childhood I was called Eddie Munster. Now, like I would be like, "Oh, dude, that's awesome." Back then, I was like, "Oh man, y'all a bunch of assholes."
I was only ever called Buffy from Family Affair, which probably no one watching our podcast even knows what that is.
Mom, you ever heard of that? I don't even know that one.
I bet you she's heard of Family Affair.
Probably.
With Buffy. I was Buffy's twin when I was little.
So,
Or Cindy Brady.
so anyways,
Pigtails.
yay!
Yay, pigtails.
Jumping back into the Munsters. Damn it, B. Spit
Sorry.
soda all over the place.
I'm good.
Yay!
Fizzin'.
Rob Zombie, of all people, has grabbed a hold of the Munsters and is making a Munster movie. So he has been tweeting things out left and right. First off, everything he's tweeting is in black and white.
Yes.
Munsters
I've been following this for months. And
was
months
in
and
black
months.
and white, so people are really thinking he's gonna end up staying true and doing a black and white film off of it. He's been showing stuff that they've made, like they have Grandpa Munster's freaking electric chair that they've made.
The rebuilding of the Munsters house.
Yes, what was it? 1313 Mockingbird Lane.
Yep.
Yes, and of course, so. I don't care what anyone says about your famous people and your power couples and this, that, and the other. To me, on the face of this whole mother freaking planet, there is one power couple. It
I would
is
have to agree with
freaking
you.
Rob Zombie and Sherry Moon.
Yup,
Okay,
they are
him
a
and
power
that
couple.
woman have been through everything, and they have always done everything together. Back
Yes.
when he was, before he went solo with Rob Zombie, way back when we were younger and he was still in White Zombie, Sherry was the cover of many of his albums. She is the main lead actress in all of his films. I don't know if she still does it, but she was a fashion designer for many years there. He would model her clothing line for her. Like, they have always freaking been like this. Like, growing up, they were my power couple. Like, those freaking...
And they are the power couple, like, for that I remember growing up too. Like, if anything, if
any other couple we know has long since split and remarried and split again, and
exactly.
So needless to say,
they give me hope.
Needless to say, Sherry Moon is gonna be in this movie as she is on all the others.
Of course, hell yeah.
When is this supposed to come out?
B, do you remember a release date? I haven't.
I don't think I've actually seen a release date for it. They're just showing. I've been following this on his Instagram for months and months now since I first saw it.
Yeah, it's still in the works. I mean,
I don't think there's an actual release date yet, but they're making progress from every picture that I've seen.
Yeah, that would take a lot of time recreating everything.
Oh yeah.
And the one thing I know you mentioned that everything that he's sharing is black and white, so they're hoping that he sticks to that. Another thing that they're speculating on is everybody knows Rob Zombie movies, the gore, the blood, like that's just what it is.
Beyond gore, beyond blood. I mean, he ain't right in the head, and I love it. So
right, exactly.
And I know what you're gonna say. So before you say that, B, let me just stress this to people. Anyone, like, I know for a fact, I can almost guarantee, except for maybe Halloween, my mom probably has not seen any of Rob Zombie's movies. House of a Thousand Corpses was his first real movie he ever put out.
Yeah,
I have a funny story.
I took someone to see that movie in the theater, and like they wanted to walk out. It was so bad. It took him years to get that movie to be like theater ready. And it's crazy because times have changed so much. But when that one first came out, I was in my early 20s back then. So it was quite some time ago. And it was like FCC or whoever's in charge of it, I don't even freaking know, to be honest with you, but they didn't want his movie seen. Like, they were like, cut this. I mean, he had to do so much stuff just to get this movie into theaters. And even what was put in theaters, the person I was with at the time, I didn't leave, but like, she was ready to walk out the theater. Like, it was bad. This dude, like,
but he thinks outside the box.
Oh no, he does. Yes,
right,
100%.
And that's what makes him.
Right. So
his music videos, all the movies that he's done is always outside the box.
And he's that person that's gonna have it in his movie where they're gonna skin you alive, they're gonna wear your skin, and then they're gonna slow dance with you, and like it's gonna get all cutesy and artsy, but then you realize, dude, like he's that guy, and I freaking love it, dude. His movies, I own them all.
So my funny story about House of a Thousand Corpses. So, picture early 20s, me and my friend Katie, 2 single females, Valentine's Day.
Nice.
Again, single females. We have no significant others, so we're like, screw this. We're gonna hang out together. We're gonna have our own, Colleen and Katie Valentine's Day. What movies do we rent? Oh my gosh, what was the name of that?
House of a Thousand Corpses. We were just talking about it.
No, the other one that we rented, that 50 First Dates.
With Adam Sandler.
We rented that, and we watched that, and then we rented House of a Thousand Corpses. And for some reason, that movie became our Valentine's Day tradition for many years to come after that. Even when her and I were in like relationships, her and I would always find a couple of hours on Valentine's Day to get together to watch House of a Thousand Corpses on Valentine's Day.
That's crazy.
I just saw an episode of Big Bang Theory the other day where one of the people was dating a chick that wanted to watch House of a Thousand Corpses. Funny how this keeps popping back. I'm just saying.
Okay, so back to the
So
original
yes.
thing that I was going to
So where B
say.
was going, now y'all really truly know who and what Rob Zombie does with his movies. In case
Yes.
y'all didn't know, take it away, B.
Okay, so along with the black and white, a lot of people are speculating due to things that he's posted on Instagram, just about his childhood love of the Munsters, is that this is going to be, or not going to be, your typical Rob Zombie movie. This is going to be the cutesy, family fun, like monsters that we all know and love, except for Specs because he's scared of them. But um, this is going
Call
to
me out on that
be
one too.
this is going to be the monsters that we all know and love, not Rob Zombie's like demented idea outside of the box of the monsters. So that makes me super happy too, because I
It
know my
helps
son's
that he
gonna
loves
want
the
to see it.
Munsters as much as he does.
Right.
I mean, it's like one of his songs off Hellabilly Deluxe was entitled Dragula, based off Grandpa Munster's drag racing car, Dragula.
Yep.
I mean, yeah.
Exactly. And so, side note, my son could be the next Rob Zombie because he's 7 and he falls asleep every single night watching episodes of Munsters upstairs in his room. And I also got him a Munsters t-shirt for one of his Christmas gifts.
That's awesome. He comes walking up behind you. You got me looking at it now?
Right? Wouldn't that be hilarious?
That would be amazing, actually.
I'll take it now. So yes. So excited for that. Definitely gonna watch that.
Exactly. So that's another one on our radar that we get to watch for up and coming news on, and can't wait to see what he does with it. And now,
Yeah.
mind you, he has toned things down. The Halloween movies were not nearly as Rob Zombie as traditional Rob Zombie movies like
True.
Devil's Rejects or, freaking House of a
Right.
Thousand
If he's
Corpses.
doing like a
I mean,
remake of something, his Halloween movies were Halloween
Yeah.
gore. Halloween.
Yeah, they
movie
still were
gore.
pretty. They were more Rob
Yeah.
Zombie than Halloween, but they weren't as Rob Zombie as some of the Rob Zombie movies.
Right.
But no, like you
Understood.
said, a lot of people are hoping and thinking, he is going to tone it down. But
So I'll probably watch it myself when it comes out.
just to make sure.
Just to make sure before I let the child see it. So, yeah.
Good idea.
I think every now and then, something clicks
Hey,
up
come
here.
on, sit down and watch this. Oh, wait, no, never mind.
Yeah, cover the eyes.
2 seconds. Bye, kid.
Yeet.
Mama, you throwed me. Ah!
Oh my god.
Oh.
Hilarious. Okay, do you have anything else?
Oh no.
Okay, well, I have one more thing to say.
Fine, I'm not going to
Since-
say goodbye. Sheesh.
No, it's not time yet.
I thought you were
So
done
it's-
talking.
No, I'm never done
Damn
talking.
it,
You just
B.
tune out.
Continue.
Anyways, so since I brought up Golden Con last week, which, as we all know, is the Golden Girls Convention. Stop it, Rev.
On the clock. Tick, tock, tick, tock.
No, you're not. Golden Con, Golden Girls Convention.
It's back
happening
since
in
your Golden
April.
Con.
Yes, it's your Golden Con. I'm just gonna talk about Golden Girls now because I'm B Golden and I'm part of this podcast, so therefore Golden Girls are now part of our podcast.
Well, does that mean
So-
Lickitung is now part of the podcast?
No,
God no.
no, absolutely not. So a lot of people may not realize this or even care, but the Golden Girls did have a spin-off up series called Golden Palace, which featured 3 of the main women. Betty White,
remember
Rue
that from my
McClanahan, and Estelle
childhood.
Getty, which is Sophia, Blanche, and Rose. Dorothy does make a couple guest appearances in it, but she's not one of the main people. But Golden Palace, it only lasted for 1 season, 24 episodes. It was not very popular. Anyways, I've only seen a few of the episodes because you can't find them anywhere. I've managed to find a couple on YouTube that I have seen, but that will change because beginning in January,
What? What's beginning in January?
Golden Palace will be available on Hulu.
Yay!
Yes, I'm very excited about this. And in case anybody cares, Golden Palace is, like I said, it features the 3 of the main 4 women, and it picks up where it left off, but they decide to sell the house that they were living in, and they buy a hotel called the Golden Palace, which turns into a horrible mistake. And Rev, I swear I'm going to break that hat somehow. I am messaging Chevy right now. Anyways, and there's a few do you know who Don Cheadle is? I can't think of anything else he's been in, but he's been in a bunch of stuff. He was in it, and as well as Cheech Marin. So
Oh, jeez.
That's awesome.
Yes. Cheech Marin plays the chef at the hotel.
Nice.
That's the chef you want.
I don't know why, but like this, I remember it somehow, some way. I have this vague memory of it. I need to go watch it so I can be like, I remember that crap from my childhood. Like,
I think I saw a few episodes when it came out, which was very early 90s, I believe, because Golden Girls ended around there, and it was not long after that. But I don't think my grandma was very into it, so therefore I didn't watch it like as much as I did the Golden Girls with her. But yeah, so in January it'll be available to stream on Hulu.
See, back then I used to watch all that stuff with the Golden Girls. That one, Wings was my jam back in the day.
Wings was awesome. I loved Wings.
Hey, do you remember Empty Nest?
Yes, which actually there's an episode that why you gotta make me seem like a total Golden Girls idiot on our podcast.
So when did the Golden Girls show up on Empty Nest, B? When was that?
I don't know when they showed up on Empty Nest, but in season 2 of Golden Girls, the last episode of the season is an episode titled Empty Nest. It's not the same people as the TV show, but it was the original, like, they're trying to get this idea out.
So that was how that show came to be?
Yes.
Bam. Do it.
And then after season 2, Harry Weston and Dreyfus actually come over to the Golden Girls house like multiple times. Blanche is always trying to seduce Harry Weston. Yep. Rose is always playing with the dog Dreyfus because she's an animal person. So Golden Girls Empty
8
Nest.
degrees of separation from the Golden Girls? Is that what?
Yeah.
All Charlie's the TV shows were tied together back then.
Yes. And the daughters, Carol and I can't think of the other daughter in Empty Nest. But there's some crossovers between the two shows. Rev, I'm so done with that hat.
Oh, it's okay. It's just a Christmas hat.
That hat is never allowed on another episode.
Well, on a happy note, I'm pretty sure that's all we've got for this week. Wait. There's more?
Rev?
What?
How was Spider-Man?
Oh, yeah. You both of you saw it yesterday.
Give me your thoughts.
So here's the thing.
Without spoiling it for anyone.
No spoilers. But I did go see Spider-Man.
So did I.
I did not.
And You don't say. So I think it was an amazing movie. I love everything that they did. I love the way they did it. I love how they did it. I feel think like there's it was a great movie, but I was disappointed.
But if you said it was a great movie and everything, how come you were disappointed?
It was. So it's got to the point where my son and I sat here and we said everything we knew was going to happen with the movie. And then we went and saw the movie. And everything that we said was going to happen happened. And this happens with a lot of movies. It's not just this movie. It's just, it happens with a lot.
So if everything happened that you thought was
I was
happen,
expecting them to put something else that I didn't expect to happen. That type of thing. I was expecting that, oh my God moment.
Unexpected.
Yes, I was expecting the unexpected. Obviously, I know, and mind you, I built this up way more in my head than it should have been. But they were promoting this as like the end game of the Spider-Man trilogy. Like they had these 3 Spider-Man movies. They did this whole thing. They're like, this is our Spider-Man end game. You know, we've done all this, and it's gonna be this like 3-hour long thing, and we put all this into it, and it's all coming to a conclusion, and blah blah blah. And it's just with all the build up and the hype and everything. And then, you know, me and the kid, we sat here and we said, this is what's going to happen. And then everything we thought was going to happen happened. But I was expecting
there was no surprises for you.
Yeah, there was none. And I was expecting Marvel, of all people, to slip in that one surprise that you're not expecting into this movie.
Yeah.
So I guess, you know, I mean, it's on me for being that way. But yes, I was expecting the unexpected or something like that. And then I was disappointed when there wasn't an unexpected. But overall, don't get me wrong, a fantastic movie. I'll watch it.
It was an amazing
times again.
Movie. Yeah.
It's just that's kind of where I stand with it.
No, I thought it was a great movie. Well done.
Yeah.
It had some great moments.
Yeah.
I wasn't as hyped as you were for it.
Dude,
like I don't hype myself up for that type of stuff. And I really didn't read about it when it said it was going to drop because I didn't want to get to that point.
Yeah.
I knew what was going to happen in it because you could see it happening with the trailer.
Yeah.
Like those little tidbits of seeing 3 Spider-Mans or whatever. It's like you put 2 and 2 together, you're going to get 4, you know, like, but I thought it was a very well done movie. And it's going to do amazing in box office.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to do amazing when it comes to Disney.
Dude, last I saw, that thing had like a 99% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
It was the highest Rotten Tomatoes score
in a long time.
It's the highest of all the live action Spider-Mans. The only Spider-Man that had a higher score than this was Into the Spider-Verse, the animated one.
Yeah.
Dang.
Oh.
Okay, quick question though.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite Spider-Man?
Miles Morales.
Maguire.
What? You cut out there. I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, what'd you say?
Tobey Maguire is my favorite.
He's your favorite?
Yeah, he plays the best Spider-Man, I think.
I didn't like the original Spider-Man run. I didn't like Tobey Maguire in it. I thought Andrew Garfield was really good. I think Tom Holland does a great job. I think he has that perfect, like, young kid aspect of it. And because Spider-Man was supposed to be a kid. I don't know. It's just the other two, I don't know, whatever.
I haven't seen any of the other ones. I've only seen the Tobey Maguire one, and I'm going to vote Tobey. He's hot.
Wow.
Rev's done with me.
And on that note,
all new B Golden and frickin' when we come back for after the break. Which, on that note, everyone, do not forget we will not be here for the next couple of weeks.
Yes,
we will be coming back,
midwinter break.
Yes.
We are not taking a sabbatical. We are not disappearing for a while.
Sabbatical!
We're just taking a midwinter break. But in the meantime, I'll still post stuff on our Twitter and our Instagram and our new
Facebook
page. Oh yeah, we have a book face, guys.
We got the book face.
B has been very busy.
We got the book face. We got the tweeter. We got the Insta. Like, we got it all. So just remember, if you need,
go to Facebook and search for SpecsRated podcast, and you'll see our picture that that you all know and love.
If you need SpecsRated to light up your life.
My God.
Oh, you saved that for the end on purpose.
Are you kidding me?
So if you need SpecsRated to light up your life, go find us on all those social media platforms out there.
Wow.
I'm done.
You didn't give yourself a seizure with that.
Right?
Damn. All
I
right.
just want to say that thank you all for listening every week, for those of you that do, and I hope you guys all have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and we'll see you next year.
And that's from all of us.
Yes, you're all
Not just her.
awesome. We love you all. Ignore
Much
that
love.
one. She won't be back next year.
Yes, I will. Otherwise, you'll have to run all the social media.
I messed it all up and pulled my earpiece out and...
When I was talking, go figure.
Oh, it's always when you're talking. That's okay. The sound doesn't get cut out. They'll still hear you.
Okay, I was just saying that you'll definitely be, or I'll be back here next year, because if not, you'll have to do all the social media.
She will be back next year. Yeah, I don't do
That's
that.
right.
I'm just here to light up your life with all the SpecsRated stuff.
Oh, my Lanta. Merry Christmas, everybody.
All right, y'all stay awesome.
Happy New Year.
Have a great Christmas. Happy New Year. We'll see y'all next year. Bye.
Oh
Oh my
God.
dear God.